Hello YouTubers. Just want to make this video. I just became an Uber driver and just wanted to share with you my first experience, which was very part-time. I'm in Connecticut and I have a full-time job. I'm actually on my way now in the morning to my full-time job, but I figured I have a long ride back and forth to work, and it's about 35 miles one way just to go to my full-time job. So I live out in a rural area, and I work in a busy area part of the state. So I figured I'd throw my app on for the first time, the driver's app, and see how it goes. And about halfway home, a little less than halfway home, bam, I got a hit for my first ride. So I accepted that, and I picked up a young man at a high school, and he lived in Hartford, so basically I had to almost turn around and go back the way I was coming, which is fine. And I looked at it yesterday. I think it was about a 16-mile ride, and here in Connecticut, I noticed afterwards, I thought we got paid more, but it's $1 a mile plus 10 cents a minute or something like that. So I think I made 17 bucks. No, excuse me. Yeah, something like that. No, I made less. Actually, it was a 12-mile ride, but then Uber takes their stuff. So I ended up making around $11 on that. And then what I should have done, and it's real important, and I knew this going into it, but it was already 6 at night. I leave for work about 6:30 in the morning. But I got to pick nights of the week that I want to spend the night driving and get home even if I get home 10 or 11, it's fine. But I shut the app off in the Hartford area and got out of the city. And then about halfway home, I turned it back on. So it's a lot of dead miles. I put on a lot of miles for the money I was getting paid. And I got into some decent-sized towns, not major cities. Keep going, just about getting out of those towns, and I got another hit. So I turned around, which wasn't too far, it's no big deal. And the weird thing is, I was getting there was no service, and my GPS was messing up. So I had to call the rider, let her know my GPS wasn't working properly, and she was very polite, and I was actually only a street away. So she told me how to get to her house. And I picked her up, and she wanted to go to she volunteers at a church, so we had a nice conversation, very nice lady, and I brought her back down to another one of the larger towns that I passed through already, and that was, I'm trying to remember how many, I don't know, 6-7 miles. Well, anyway, for the whole day, I did almost 18 bucks. And it said that I had the app online while I was driving, was like an hour and a half. But again, I'm driving home anyway, because I'm driving home because I'm far away anyway. So I left it on while I was driving, just so that I can see if I can get some hits. And I got 2, which is cool. But I'm gonna go into it with a different mindset, where wherever I go, drop someone off, keep the app on, and plan on spending that time driving, because you want to get the person in, get the person out. You make money on the road with a rider in your car. So yeah, yesterday was more of a test on how this works, to get used to the app, get a couple riders in, just get the experience, get the first rides out of my system and understand how it works. So what I plan on doing is maybe waking up early Saturday or Sunday, or maybe both days, check arrival flights, get up near the airport somewhere, maybe get some rides from there. But again, at $1 a mile, if I can get some fares that are 25, 30 miles on the highway, and you're doing 60, 65, a 30-mile ride on a highway doing 60, that's 30 bucks an hour. So you just got to get the right rides. You got to get the app, leave the app on, obviously. Then hope you get, if you want to end the night, hope you get rides heading back towards your house. And if you don't, you don't. I mean, it is what it is. That's the name of the game. And still got to drive home, right? No matter how far out you are. The other thing I like is I asked Uber how far I can drive in Connecticut. I know I can do the whole state, but what else? And they pretty much gave me a list. It's almost all New England. I wish I could see New Jersey and New York, or drive in New Jersey and New York. I don't know if the app will work down there. I'm new to this, but it looks like my region, I go up as far as Maine. I can do Boston if I want. I'm close to Springfield, Mass. You know, so there's a lot of opportunity out there. I just got to plan when I'm going to do it, treat it like a job, and hopefully make some money. You know, the nice thing about it is I can do this whenever I want, obviously, and I think it's a great part-time job. I just got to weigh out the money and how often I'm going to do it, and strategize and see where my other Uber drivers are hanging out, and try to park a little bit away from them, and hope for the best. And actually, where I live, I put on the Riders app. There's no cars around me, none. So I don't live in a big town whatsoever, but there's a lot of small towns around me. And my son said he actually had to use an Uber one time, him and his friends, in a town that's near mine, a small town, and they showed up in like 15 minutes, where I can get there even faster. So I'm thinking about just leaving the app on at home when I'm just putzing around the house, or watching TV, or doing whatever. Because in my town, I can get anywhere in less than 10 minutes. That's how small it is. So maybe there's some opportunity there. But we're going to play with it. I'll put up some more videos, let you know how things are going. But so far, I'm not giving up. Again, there was a test mode yesterday, and maybe on my way home today, I'll do the same thing, and we'll see how it goes. All right, guys. Talk to you later.